If you had all the money in the world, if you were rich, but you had to do something, you still had to work, you could not go on vacation, what would you choose to do? What would you like to do if you had all the money? And you ask that question, you think, well, if I had all the money, then I would like to do this. And then another thing you can ask is, what if you only had 5 years left to live? Or 10 years? You say, if I only had a short time left to live, what would I want to leave behind? What would I want to leave behind? What would I want people to say about me? Here's a very important story. They studied the 500 owners of the fastest growing businesses in the world. And they asked them, why did you choose this business? And all of them said, I choose this business because I really loved the product. I wanted the product for myself. And so I developed it for myself. Like the founder of eBay was looking for a way to sell his candy dispensers. He had a collection.
Yes.
And there wasn't anything, so he created a little auction site on the internet at the beginning, and then he found he could sell other things in an auction. They built eBay, one of the most successful companies in the world. But he started it because he wanted it for himself. So you'll always be successful if you create the product or service because it's something that you want and believe in for yourself.
I would love to know, according to you, what makes a top entrepreneur?
Well, there's lots of research recently on the qualities of wealthy entrepreneurs. The first quality of all is hard work. The 85% of successful entrepreneurs say that the reason was because of hard work. The second was because of self-discipline, is they were able to discipline themselves to work on their most important tasks all day. The third was persistence in the face of resistance, difficulties, setback, failure, loss, and so on. So if you took those three, they would be 90% of success. Is first of all, hard work. Second of all, self-discipline. Third of all, persistence.
What are your triggers to be disciplined every day? How do you do that?
Well, the starting point is to plan every day in writing, on paper. If you do not have a written plan, then it will be like driving on a slippery road. You will go all over the road. The second thing to realize is there's only three things you do each day that account for 90% of your value. We call these the big three. Sometimes I teach it as the law of three. There are three activities that account for 90%. Everything else you do accounts for 10% or less. So you have to ask yourself, what are the three most important things that I do in my work? And then you have to discipline yourself to start with the most important task and work on that task until it is complete. And it's a very simple principle, but it is the beginning and the middle and the end of success. Decide on your most important task, begin immediately, and work on that task with self-discipline until it is 100% complete. In life, it's a very simple principle, but all success comes from completing tasks. It's not from working at tasks, it's from completing tasks. It is only when you complete tasks that you are successful. You make a list of all your work before you begin, and then you ask, if I could only do one thing on this list, which one activity is the most important? And then you do that activity, only that, until it's complete. There's another interesting study that has just come out, very good study. It says that there are 3 rules for success in business. Number 1, always choose higher quality rather than lower cost. Most companies think the way to sell more is to lower the price. But the true reason for success, and there's years of research, is to improve the quality of your product. The second rule is to focus on revenue generation rather than on the costs of your business, rather than on the price that things cost. Focus on revenue generation. And rule number 3 is that there are no other rules. Two rules: focus on quality and focus on revenues. You improve the quality of your product. There was a study of the 500 fastest growing companies in the world that came out last year. And they found the number one place where they invested was improving the quality of the product. That if you had a certain amount of money to invest in your business, it was not on advertising or machinery or computers.
Quality.
Improve the quality. Success.
As a speaker, teacher, and writer, how do you improve the quality of what you are doing?
Well, in my estimation, if I am successful, people will listen to me and take actions that are different from before, and they will get better results.
Yes.
So therefore, my job is to study and research so that I can give people the best ideas that they can use immediately to get better results. And so I continue to research on every subject. And sometimes I find a new idea that someone has learned that's better than an old idea. So I will change that.
There is a lot of books about the power of the why. For example, we have Simon Sinek, who talk a lot about the why. I would love to know two things. What is your why, if you have one?
Yes.
And if you have, how did you find it? And also how people can find their own why.
Well, the whole purpose of a business, mission, purpose, goal, strategy, in my estimation, is to help people. It's to help people achieve something or accomplish something that they could not achieve or accomplish without your help. So that's the why. And for me, the why is very simple. When I was young, I was poor, and I had no education and no money. And then I discovered continuous learning, personal development. I found you can learn anything that you need to learn to be successful in that area. You could learn to do brain surgery if that was important to you. You could learn to repair an expensive automobile. You could learn to prepare a dish in the kitchen. You can learn anything. You can learn all business skills. You can learn all sales skills. When I discovered this, I still remember.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it, because it meant that my potential was unlimited. And the more you learn, because of the way your brain works, the stronger it becomes, so you can learn more faster. It's like a muscle. If you make your muscle strong, you can
do more in less of time.
Yes. And so I practiced it myself, and it changed my life within 1 year. So then I began to tell other people, this is how it works. And they took the ideas, and they changed their lives. And so I began to teach and tell people these ideas, and then I realized I needed to learn more. So I spent thousands of hours reading and studying and going to seminars. I took 4,000 hours at the university to get an MBA degree. I took hundreds of hours of audio programs, maybe thousands.
Train yourself.
To learn new ideas, to help people achieve success faster than they ever would. Because I had that experience. I wanted everyone else to have that experience. Even when I'm talking to you now, you can see this is my passion, because I want to help people to be successful faster.
Some people will maybe listen to us or watch us and say, okay, I have to be disciplined. I have to know what are my 3 main priorities. I know that what I have to do, but I don't know how to find the motivation to do it.
Yes. Well, that brings us back to our discussion about goal setting. Is you have to have written goals as well for your life. A recent study comparing rich people and poor people, they find that 85% of rich people have one big goal that they work on all the time. Only 3% of poor people have goals. So you have to decide what is your biggest goal.